Hey traders, I hope you guys are making it through these market conditions. Profitable. That's the hard part. Making it through profitable or just not even trading at all, sitting on your hands. You just got to understand the market conditions and adapt to them. I want to talk about a trade I made last November because this trade, I was on a small account, a few $1,000s, and I was under PDT rule. I was trading with a cash account actually, not on margin. And what I did was, as you can see here, made with 600 shares, made $850. Now, how is that possible? Well, I'll tell you how it's possible. It's possible when you have a bullish market as far as the penny stocks go. Right now, we don't. And I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I'm hungry to make money. I'm hungry to trade, and you just can't. You got to either be short biased or just trade what the market wants you to trade, which is these sub-dollar penny stocks are like 20 cent, 30 cent, and they're making pretty big moves. Now, I wanted to talk about this trade in November, last November when I made it, because it was my biggest trade up to that point. And this was huge profit for me. On a account where I can only trade a few times a week. Um, this got me very excited, very motivated, and I'm needing something like this again because these conditions of the market have been very depressing the last few months. For me, as far as what I'm used to trading, I'm used to trading stocks that are priced anywhere from $1 or $2 to $10, and that's the momentum I focus on. We just haven't seen that in a while. It's been a few months since we've seen some good action, such as this. Last year and a half of trading, I was seeing action all the time. Even last summer was super high. I mean, I hadn't seen a lull in the market in a long time. And then when we hit summer, this summer, oh my goodness, it's been rough. And that's why I'm considering maybe paper trading or just I put the max loss on my account. It's just I'm not trading really at all. I mean, there's nothing to trade unless I'm going to force trades. And I get up here and I set everything up and I take a lot of time to get things prepared and I'm excited and want to trade. And then there's nothing to trade. But days like today, I'm still going to want to teach. I still want you guys to learn something from me, even when there's nothing really going on in the market. I'm ready for things to heat back up. September is obviously going to be another slow month. We need that one stock to just kick things off. Huge mover. And then we'll be back on our feet. TIK, this one here, actually, I mean, this looks like an anomaly if we were to see that today or tomorrow in these slow conditions. But this was happening days and days in a row. This was not an anomaly in November. This was actually happening quite often, and that's what was exciting. If I had an offshore account in November, would have been killing the market. Just really, really would have been making a lot of money. The market has really restrained me. It's been very challenging. I've been able to understand myself a lot more as a trader. In the long run, I understand it's going to be good for me, but right now, I don't see that. Anywho, let's get into TIK. And this is what I wanted to talk about as far as the stock goes. I remember in November, this was actually a Tuesday when I made this trade. And the Monday, I saw what happened to cause a stock to spike like 300%. And then I took that and studied from it and prepared the next day for that. So for instance, right now it's these sub-dollar stocks that are moving, the 20, 30 cents stocks that are moving like EARS or AGRX. And what you can do is take from the first one and learn what to do for the next one. And that's what you got to do because that's what happened on TIK. I remember Monday a stock did exactly the same thing. And what it was it was a low float stock. It was not gapping up very high in pre-market. This darker gray area is pre-market. And what we saw right here was not a large gap up at all, just a few cents. And it had news. Those were the three key variables I was looking at because that was what happened with the stock on Monday. And right at the start of the day, it shot off. Now, this gets you guys excited, I'm sure, because this is a 1-minute candle. I mean, right now, on a 1-minute time frame, you would not see a stock go from 250 to 635 without even seeing a red candle, without even seeing a pullback. That wouldn't happen right now. And that's what's been challenging for me. See, I got a taste of $850 in a minute, and now I'm struggling, to make half of that in a day just because of the market conditions. And I got a taste of this, which I guess was not good for me for these slow summer market conditions. But this is something you can take and learn from as far as every day goes, every week goes, type of market condition there is, because what you want to do is get up on Monday or get up at the beginning of the month and see what's hot, see what sector is hot, see what's moving the stocks, and then there's going to be a lot of sympathy plays. So TIK was somewhat of a sympathy play. I mean, it was his own play, but Monday we took from that, okay, what was happening on that stock Monday? That had the huge rip. It was a low float, it wasn't gapping up a lot, and it had a catalyst. Those three things. And so the next day I woke up at like 7 o'clock Tuesday, and I was trying to find the stock that was going to be the next Monday Ripper. And I did so much research, and then when 9:30 came along, and I had a full watch list at 9:30, 1, 2, 3. Actually, this happened right after the bell rang. The news came out on this, and that's what I saw from Monday. The news came out right before the bell rang, just because there was hardly any gap up at all, and that's how you know that. So what happened on TIK? The market opened, news came out, and I was waiting for it, guys. I was waiting for the news, just because I knew that's what happened Monday. So I figured, okay, if this happens again, everyone's going to flock and jump on this, and that's exactly what happened. What happened was I saw this one pop up on the high day scanner. It opened up around 250, so I saw it pop up at like 255. I saw it pop up. I looked over at TD Ameritrade in the top left corner. I saw the catalyst. I saw it had a catalyst. I didn't even look at it. I just saw it had a headline, and I saw it was a low float and was popping up on the high day scanner, and I jumped in. As well as seeing it didn't have a gap up at all. I hopped in right away. Did not hesitate at all and was rewarded for it. I made over $1 a share just on 600 shares. Guys, 600 shares on a $2.50 stock, that's only like, what, $1,300? You don't have to have a lot of money to make this kind of money. You just have to be well prepared in the market to do well. You have to do the homework. So that's my lesson to you guys on a slow day like today. Just be well prepared mentally. Be mentally sharp. Just understand what the market conditions are. Understand which stocks are moving, what sector, what's the certain variables that are lining up this week for stocks to get momentum. I hope you guys learned something from this video. If you haven't yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We'll see you tomorrow.